Thought of the day. Joe Biden. And if you voted for him and don't regret it, you too. Today's the day that I turned my truck in. I between the shops and the insurance and everything else that goes with it, the payments, I went broke. Put it mildly, I just went broke. I turned my truck in. Love my truck. I tried my best. It's the worst day of my life.
The Trump admin and ICE are not deporting hardworking illegal immigrants from farms and small businesses.
Well, you're obviously not going to take it from me. We've only been telling you a million fucking times now that yes, he is going after hardworking people, not just criminals. If you're not going to believe me, that's fine. I will give it to you from the horse's fucking mouth. Here you go. A Trump supporter himself, a man who voted for Donald Trump, who owns a business, had his whole fucking crew picked up and taken and deported, even though they were here legally. I'll roll the clip.
You voted for Donald Trump?
Yes, I did. They did everything right. And they all had their work permits. What I understood from what he has said and from what ICE officials have said, that is not at all what they're doing. And then all the representatives of them are stating the same thing. That's not what we're doing. We're going after the criminals. Well, what happened here?
For fuck's sake, even the founder of Latinas for Trump, who worked tirelessly to get Donald Trump elected, came out and said, yo, this is not what I voted for. Granted, I would say that yes, Donald Trump screamed from the rooftops that this was exactly what he was going to do. But many people are waking up to the fact, even his own supporters, to know this man is not just deporting criminals, but rather going after hardworking families, people who are here legally, who are going to their court dates and picking them up and deporting them. And if you don't want to believe me, that's fine. But believe the people who voted for Donald Trump, your own people who are telling you this isn't right. Anyways, my name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follow or you won't see my face again. Thank you. Goodbye.
And you see what happens to their family. It's
So our Airbnb guest got here and canceled within 5 minutes and just left. So there was no way that she could stay somewhere like this because she saw this. And she got in her car and drove away and left until we were sad.
Well, bless your little Christian heart, outskirts of heaven. Here you are thinking that if you flew a Trump flag outside of your Airbnb property, that would bring you guests and not judgment. But baby, those are no longer any kind of welcome signs. Those are warning labels at this point. Trump flags in 2025 are the new Confederate flags back in the 1990s. You know, that same flag that screams we lost the war, but we're still racists. The one that screams no LGBTQI allowed unless you're Republican and closeted. And if your pronouns aren't yes, sir, or no, sir, then you best keep on driving. You're out here acting shocked that people don't want to sleep on your property when you have a literal fascist flag flying on your front fucking yard. That's almost like walking into an Airbnb and seeing the Klan's entire closet hanging on your fucking clothesline. It's an outright black people, LGBTQIA, women, teachers, and everybody else that's been affected by this administration down to its fucking core. I don't understand why they left my Airbnb. Well, that's because you said, not today, Satan. I'm not dying in the fucking extended scenes of Get Out. So yeah, for all you MAGA business owners, you keep acting like flying the Trump flag is a brand upgrade. But in reality, he's the little spirit Halloween of American politics. Loud, tacky, and apparently just seasonal. And always leaves your business vacant. So keep flying that Trump flag, sis. But don't cry when your bookings dry up faster than you fucking already are. Down there. Because frankly, you're not on the outskirts of heaven. You're literally sitting on the front porch of hell at this point. With a 1-star rating and a MAGA fucking flag flying really deeply into the breeze. I hope this helps.
I might lose my farm because of the government. I got in bed with the government. I was promoting getting in bed with the government because I thought it was a good idea. So, NRCS, conservation planning. So they had a program out there called the EQIP program. And what the EQIP program is it's cost sharing on stuff like fencing, different seedings, water lines, waters, wells, and stuff like that to better conserve farmland for agricultural use. So I thought it was a great program. We got a contract with them for $240,000. So we signed a contract with them for $240,000, and we have bought different types of material. We've gotten paid out on some of it, but I now have $80,000 worth of material and signed contracts for labor that are going to install the water lines in the upcoming few weeks and months. And with that being said, they called me today and said, hey, I know we have this signed contract. We're reneging on it. We're not going to pay out on it. What do you mean you're not going to pay out on it? So I've got all this stuff bought, and whenever I install it, you're not going to pay out. We had this contract. I made business decisions based on this contract. So now I have $80,000 out of my pocket that I didn't have to spend. So the $80,000 that we have is supposed to go to our farm loan in the fall. If we don't have that money, that's our hay money, that's our farm money, our farm payment money. If we don't have that money, we will lose this farm. And the only way that I can think to get around it is we sell some cows. And if I sell cows now to make the payment, to make that payment, I'm not going to be able to make the payment in the fall because the cows are calculated in my payment in the fall. So because I got in bed with the government, I spent money based on a contract that we signed. They're reneging on it. I'm just screwed. And unless they lift this pause on payment, I'm going to lose this farm. So they have told me that the best thing that they can tell me is get in touch with the congressmen and congresswomen and see if I can get something done about this. So I've reached out to Ann Wagner's office. That's the congresswoman of Missouri. I'm hoping that something comes out of that, but I don't have very high hopes of it. Hopefully this is a temporary ban on payment of that, but I don't understand how you can sign a contract and then just renege on that contract. I do not understand that at all. And if something doesn't change, we are going to lose this farm, and I am extremely stressed about it. But also, with that being said, I've been promoting NRCS. Do not look into government programs, because everybody told me I've been waiting for payment for a long time. You're going to get screwed. And I was like, no, it's a contract. They can't do that. And sure as shit, here we are.
So a man who has voted for Trump 3 times and was very proud of that has come to TikTok to cry about the fact that Trump's policies is now negatively affecting his life, because like most of the rest of Trump supporters, they believe that they will be exempt. These people did absolutely no research into who they were voting for. As a farm owner, as someone in the agricultural business, if you read Project 2025 in the section on agriculture, you would have been prepared for this. But see, y'all don't do any research. Your only intent was to hurt minorities and people in the LGBTQIA community. And you fucked around and you found out. And now that you're in the find out phase, you want the rest of us to give a fuck. You want the rest of us to have some kind of sympathy for you when we told you that this was going to happen.
No, you voted for this. We warned you. We told you how bad it would be. And you wouldn't listen, so now live with it.
It's time to speak up. Well, it appears the joke's on me. It appears I have been the biggest fool alive. You see, before the last couple of days, I knew that there was a segment of Maga who just hated, who just wanted to burn the world down, and they don't care who they hurt. In the meantime, I knew there was that section, but I really thought that most of Maga just didn't get it. I really thought they just didn't understand. They didn't understand economics because it's complicated. They hadn't studied Project 2025, so they didn't know what was coming. But I really thought when he got in there and started doing the things that hurt so many people, that they would realize, and that they would, but they don't care. Y'all have been telling me this for 2 months, and I kept saying, no, we just have to explain it to them. We just have. Now, I know there are a few, and I thank you guys. You make it worth sticking with this. But over the last couple of days, I have realized that the majority of Republicans do not care how many people are hurt. And they are exactly what Palpatine said. They're the ones he was talking about when he said he could unalive someone in public and they would still vote for him. I thought they just wanted lower egg prices. I thought they were struggling in the economy and it was hard and they wanted their lives to be easier and they listened to that. And that's why they voted for him. But they don't care. They literally don't care how many other people in this world are hurt. See, the difference is I'm willing to pay more for my eggs. If it means no one in my country goes hungry tonight, I am willing to pay more for my eggs. If it means everybody can have an egg. But they really don't care. And I am heartbroken that so many in my country don't care. That so many won't go love their neighbor. But I want to thank those of you who are. You're the ones keeping me going. Go love your neighbor.
Regarding all these farmers that are now crying about possibly losing their farms because they voted for Trump, this is why you absolutely should not feel bad for any of these farmers that voted for Trump. Now, the ones that didn't vote, yes, feel sorry for them, go support them, do whatever you need to do. But the ones that voted for Trump, do not feel sorry for them, and let me tell you why. I am a builder, and I've been building shit in Oklahoma City going on like 20 years now, and farmers are not stupid. If you have the ability to manage a farm and understand the weather, the climate, your machinery, the chemistry that goes into your crops, you are not a stupid person. You're just not. And especially when you come from generational farming, you have the ability to look ahead and predict what you need to survive. And so when you have two candidates where you have Kamala Harris on one side giving you a whole fucking list of shit that she's going to do for you and make your life better, and then you have Trump on the other side who can't even come out with a normal sounding sentence, and you still vote for that guy, and you are a farmer, you are either racist or sexist or both. And they're only crying now because now they are being treated exactly how they voted for other people to be treated. Got that? They are being treated how they voted for other minorities, people of color, everybody else, poor people, sick people. That's how they voted for other people to be treated. And now they're the ones being treated that way by losing their livelihood, their homes, their income, their farms. So do not feel sorry for them. This is exactly what they had coming. Quick follow-up as to why exactly would Trump be doing this to farmers anyways, and I'm guessing 99% chance it's because he wants to bankrupt farms so his corporate buddies can come in and do a land grab. Basically what you have been seeing the last few years, major companies buying up a bunch of rental houses and jacking up the price of rents, and it's all going to corporations. It's probably something similar to let these farms go to foreclosure and his corporate buddies be able to come in, swoop them up, and now you've got bigger companies involved in more of our day-to-day food.
So we're shutting down our market farm. We've officially decided to close the doors to our farm store and market farm. We just notified all of our customers yesterday. That may come as a shock to you, and some of you may be like, well, why are you doing that? There's many reasons. Ultimately, it comes down to we don't feel like the time input for the return is worth it. There's only so much time in a day. I've got several other businesses that just demand my time. I'm a real estate agent, I'm a health insurance agent, and then obviously we run the Tanner Farmstead social media accounts, educating you on how to grow food, and I really want to scale that and scale these other businesses, and I really want to grow putting out more content. And to be honest, I've wrestled with this for the past couple of years. I want my content to be about homesteading and food preservation and all these other fun things that I want to do, but I haven't been able to do because I've got to put so much time into, the turn and churn market farming crops, like lettuce. And so it's just not been in line with my vision. If you got any questions or want to hear more about that decision, you can send me a direct message. I also have a YouTube video out that you can watch, me talking further about the profitability of small scale farming.
Maga, let this be a lesson to you that you shouldn't let it get this far. It's already gone too fucking far. And here's the thing. You fucking people that are like, oh, I didn't vote for this. The fuck you didn't. You voted for this. You wanted this. But in a Republican world, and as a woman who worked in politics for 22 years, trust me, I fucking know Republican world. In a Republican world, if it doesn't happen to you or people that you love and respect, then it never happened. It's a lie. That's never happened. And that's the fucking problem. Republicans, you need to wake the fuck up. This is happening to people. Before it has to happen to you on a personal fucking level, I need you to wake the fuck up. I need you to see that this is happening outside your world, and that you're going to do something about it. I know it's very scary. It'll be very, very scary, but fucking do something about it. It's pathetic. It's pathetic as fuck. It's 2025. I should not have to talk to American citizens like this, but here I am. Here the fuck I am talking to you guys like this. Do better, be better, and your Sky Daddy's fucking disappointed.
Did you see this video of this Trump supporter asking for help because his business is hurting under Trump's tariffs, and then he gets upset when the internet says, hey man, this is what you voted for? Listen.
All right, I hate asking for help. I'm not asking for any handouts, but I'm a small business owner that is directly being affected by the 104% tariff that has been put on China. I love this for you. I love this. Nice. I love this for you. I love to see you fail. I love to see your family be affected and hurt because you voted for Trump. Yeah, I voted for Trump. Absolutely. Did I know he was going to increase the tariffs? Yes, I did. However, I thought that the infrastructure would be set up prior for small business to come back to America and manufacture in America. So to wish ill on someone and to love the fact that they're suffering, to love the fact that their family is being negatively affected because I didn't vote the same way that you did is fucked up. It really is. It shouldn't matter. Anyone that enters my life, I'm going to judge you of who you are, how you are as a human being. Are you kind? Are you polite? Are you sincere? That's how I judge you, not who you voted for. I've got far left-leaning friends. I got far right-leaning friends. It doesn't matter to me.
But dude, you were the one that voted for this. This what's crazy about these Trump supporters is that they're acting like nobody told them who Trump was. You always knew who Trump was. You could try to make up these excuses like, oh, I thought he was going to do a much better job at implementing tariffs, which are a horrible idea to begin with. No, man, he's a horrible business owner. He's an idiot. He's a moron. He's a racist. He's a fascist. He's all those things that you voted for. And the only reason why you're having some kind of remorse is because you're hurting and your family's hurting. But do you have that same sentiment for the innocent families who are being hurt by Trump's mass deportations? No, it's only about you and how Trump is specifically hurting you. And yes, we can't help but have a little joy in your situation, especially with white people, because y'all thought you were so smart when you were voting for Trump. You seriously thought he was mostly going to hurt people of color, not realizing he's also going to hurt you. Trump is only out for Trump, and y'all don't see that. And even in these videos, you're still complaining about your situation, but not talking about how much you're not supporting Trump anymore or how much you just want him gone. No, you want the policies that hurt you gone, but you still want Trump to hurt everyone else. But you guys are too dumb to realize that's not how it works. Engage with this post so we can keep sharing this story. And remember to keep up with new stories like these. Sign up for my newsletter, check out my podcast or one of my other social media channels, link in bio.
I love a good FAFO moment, and boy, did this MAGA supporter have one. Vincent Scardina, a small business owner who has a roofing company in Key West, voted for Donald Trump this year. And then on May 27th, ICE swooped in and abducted 6 of his workers, a third of his workforce. He lamented about how difficult it is to hire new people in a small community unlike a big city. He said sometimes it even takes years to train them. He also shared a story of another person in the community who lost 9 out of his 10 landscaping employees, basically putting him out of business. All of the abducted employees of his were from Nicaragua, and they had valid work permits and no criminal records. Scardina even got emotional during the interview, saying that he considers many of these people his friends and has gotten to know their families. Talk about being out of touch with reality. Needless to say, he says he has some buyer's remorse.
Nothing is better than being MAGA. Here in Florida, let me tell you what we're doing. You see, what happened was Ron DeSantis and all the MAGA legislator here, we kicked out all of the immigrant workforce. We made it clear that they weren't welcome here and kicked them out of the state. That's right, even some of us MAGA business owners voted to kick out our own workers, and now we cannot fill the work. Oh, but don't you worry, MAGA's on top of things, because right now our wonderful legislator is debating on loosening the child labor laws here, because our genius MAGA plan is to replace the immigrant workforce with our children, our Florida children. Doesn't that make perfect sense and just sound wonderful? The policy we support is actually detrimental to us, but we pass it anyway. Now all the MAGA youth is going to be doing construction on your house. Doesn't that want to make you buy a house in Florida? It's not going to be insured, and it was built by a 10-year-old. What could go wrong?
Hi guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. I'm your host JB Boy. Remember, if it was for the first time you're coming across my video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share. Okay guys, in today's clip is all about the MAGA supporters regretting, crying out for help, losing their business. You have all seen in this clip there's other guy who lost his truck and he's really regretted for the rest of his life. And with this MAGA, what I can really say is that racism or hatred among one another is so very expensive. These people voted out of their own benefit because they really know a lot of their workers were illegal immigrants, but they went ahead and voted for mass deportation. Why did they do so? And now they're really crying out for help. Who can really help them? It's a little bit too late, and this is the reason why maybe if you want to elect a leader, don't just look for a better leader who can vote, because all of us, these leaders, they like to betray a lot of people. They come us begging us, showing us maybe there will be bright future. Trump told these people that America will be great again, better again, but now he turned his back on them. He has betrayed them, and earlier on he really told them that he doesn't need their support, because these people, they have really came out, they have nothing. A lot of people, a lot of white Americans, they are going bankrupt. There's no more job opportunities in America. American dream, let me just tell you, it's no more. And one thing that I really know American is now for maybe billionaires, millionaires who can just afford to live in there, because life, it has been so expensive. People can't afford even the basic need, because these white people, they're really crying out for help, especially the white farmers. The white farmers have really come out in large number. They voted yes for mass deportation, but they didn't knew they will deport all their workers. Now food, they are just rotting in their farms. They really don't know what to do. They are going bankrupt. They can't afford anything. They are really, every day they are recording videos crying out for help, to showing how they regret or how they put a bad person in an office. And this the worst reason of maybe voting out of hatred and voting out of racism, because these people thought that if they vote out of racism, all black people maybe will be eliminated or deported from United States. But we have all seen there is other white people, white races, that are being deported back to their country, and they are being deported forcefully back to their country. And a lot of people that really came out, and maybe this will make some countries to hate America because of the things they are really doing to their own brothers and sisters. Because a lot of people that say that the United States government is about government that's maybe separating children from their family, making people disappear, deporting people. And a lot of people, they are really crying out for help, because earlier on we really knew America was a land of more opportunities. This is the first country, this is the #1 country in the world, and a lot of people really loved United States. But until now, we've all seen how tourists, they ain't visiting United States. They have boycotted everything. They don't want to visit in there because they feel like they will be harassed, they will be maybe deported back, and they have paid their own money vacation. So a lot of people, they are preferring to go to visit other places like maybe Canada, Australia. They don't want to go to United States, and this will make economic of United States to fall. And maybe I really don't know if the government of United States are seeing such things, because they are creating maybe enmity with a lot of countries. Because if you deport a person, even they have reached at a point as agent, they are deporting even if you are born a citizenship, if you are born in United States. Because I have heard some rumors that they are erasing last Hispanic name from the database, from the system, whereby if they come and ask you for your identification, they tell you are not in your system, and they deport you to the country that you have never been, because you are United States born citizenship. And these are the things that are making these white people to cry out a lot, and black people, they are just smiling, laughing at them, because they have been through this, and they really want them not to do or not to vote for the orange party. But they real. So right now people are telling them, wear those your hat, wear those MAGA hat, and just go on with their life, because black people, they were there, they have faced the same depression, they have faced the same humiliation, and this now they started feeling the pain because they are white. They have now started to see how life has become so difficult, so expensive, how the government has raised it raises taxes, how the cost of living. The United States, it has really changed drastically, and a lot of people, they are really wondering, was this the first country a lot of people are really admiring to go? Because there's no anyone who can't deny it. Earlier on, this everyone admired to live in United States. Everyone admired to go and visit America, because America was a great country until now, whereby we have all seen how the own citizenship of white America in there, they are really crying out for help. They are saying how life it has been so difficult, how they are going bankrupt. Imagine if you are just an outsider, you go there, how will you feel? So we really hope things will be changed better, and whenever you are living in the United States, be careful, because you have all seen how ICE agents, they are really terrorizing people, how they are arresting people, how they are arresting people in the street, even in hospital, in the apartment, everywhere. They just found you if you're illegal immigrant. Be careful outside there, and just do what is right. We really hope maybe things could be better and America could be greater once again. We want to see the future of America. We want to see this is the America that a lot of people were dreaming of. We want to see this America that was once a land of more opportunities, a dreamland of a lot of people, but right now a lot of people, they are really don't want to visit in there. That we really hope things could be changed, could be better. So guys, if it was for the first time you're coming across my video, don't forget to like this video, subscribe and share. Thank you so much for your time. May God bless you whenever you are. One love.